Today, we're going to look at the EG4 280 amp hour floor standing battery. We're going to do a complete teardown, and I'm probably going to void my warranty in the process, but I'm curious what's on the inside, and I'm sure that you're curious as well. So we're going to completely open it up, see the build quality, and I want to know, is a UL listed battery built any better than non-UL listed? Because most of my other batteries are all non-UL listed, so I want to see the quality difference. So let's begin. Let's see what's on the inside. Okay, so with the cover off, you can see your LCD display. And then underneath, this is your green light that you would see in the front. Initial observations with the battery being open up. So the build quality looks fantastic. And I'm going to go through immediately what I see in here. So the cells are connected together. You can see obviously there's a good size hump there. So that way, if the cells expand or contract, the bus bar is able to move with it. But interesting enough, you can see that each one of the cells is not only screwed on, but then it is welded around it to ensure that it is a solid connection and there is low resistance in between each cell. You can see there's balance leads throughout. Temperature sensors, I counted 4. So you have 1, 2, 3, and then 4. It has 2 4-gauge wires for the positive and 2 4-gauge wire for the negative. It does have 2 fire extinguishers on the inside. So here's the first one, and then there's the second one. So for some reason, if there was ever an issue inside the battery, those would kick off. Connecting the left side and the right side together, you know how massive that this is, connecting the two. I'm actually pretty amazed just how these cells are held in place. You can see it's got this big bracket on the side all the way down, and it's kind of holding this whole assembly to make sure the cells don't move whatsoever. All right, so here's a close-up of the BMS. You see, here's the BMS. Here's a daughter board of some type. Your communication connections go right there. And then look at this. Look at how thick that copper is, kind of connecting everything up. So we're just looking at the negative right now, and you've got your 4 terminals there, but this is thick. I mean, look at this. That is solid. And I think the BMS is rated for 200 amps, but wow, this is overbuilt. Here's the positive. You can see how you have your 2 4-gauge wires that goes into your circuit breaker here. And then it kind of goes up and then connects to your terminals. So build quality, how does this compare against the eco-worthy floor standing? There's a massive difference. Even though I like my eco-worthies, don't get me wrong, this is built a lot better. Size of the cables on the inside, all your connections, how thick that it is connecting everything up. It's got additional temperature sensors. It's got your fire extinguishers. It's got 2 of them on the inside. Wow, I'm pretty amazed. I'm looking forward to the capacity test next. But this is pretty cool. So what are you getting with UL listed battery? You are getting better build quality. You're going to get your fire extinguishers on the inside. You're going to have a longer warranty. I know with the EG4 products, they do typically have a longer warranty. And if you purchase this through Signature Solar or any other reputable company that sells EG4 products, you're definitely going to have a nice warranty. This battery is a heated battery, so it does have heaters in it to keep it from getting too cold. It has all of your typical safety features in it: short circuit, low temp, overcurrent. But yeah, kind of impressed. So I'm going to have to put this into service next. add it to the rest of my battery bank and see how it does, but very happy with this battery. So if you're on the fence, should you purchase one of these batteries? That will tell you right there. And so will that. And so will the fire extinguishers. That's the difference. All right. Thanks again for watching Mike's Garage. Please like, subscribe, and leave a comment.